All right, back again with you guys, and wanted to share something I think is pretty incredible. This is actually one of the best accessories I think I've ever seen. It's one of my favorite accessories that I've ever come across. Bear with me. I'm a keyboard guy, right? I'm a writer. It's what I do. I love keyboards. I love the clickety-clack. I love the clackety-click, the tickety-tack, whatever it is. I love me a good keyboard. All right? And so, of course, that naturally means that I was a BlackBerry fan for a long time. Whether or not my love of keyboards spawned from my BlackBerry days, I don't know. It's a good question. Maybe we should explore that at some point. But anyway, here we are. I love keyboards. I miss my BlackBerry. I miss the feeling of a good, solid keyboard on my phone. But thankfully, I have to look no further than this guy right here. This is called Clicks for iPhone. And as you can see, it is a full keyboard case with buttons. It's got buttons on it. It's a full click. I mean, like you can hear that. It's clicking. Those are clicky buttons. It's got the clickety-click and the clickety-clack. Those are actual buttons. Like I said, it's called Clicks. And the good news is it's not just some cheap keyboard that was thrown together and slapped into a case, right? So the guys behind this, the team that they've assembled is like the Avengers of phone keyboards, right? Leading the charge is a guy named Crackberry Kevin, who, as the name might suggest, is a huge BlackBerry guy. He was the BlackBerry guy for years. He founded crackberry.com. He also founded websites such as Android Central, imore.com, Windows Central. He no longer owns and operates those sites, but he was that guy. He was the go-to BlackBerry resource for decades, right? And so he pioneered this case, and he brought together an incredible team. A lot of the people on the team are the folks from BlackBerry who designed the BlackBerry keyboards, right? So the folks designing this keyboard are the same folks that designed the BlackBerry keyboards that we all fell in love with, right? Oh, and somebody else you might be familiar with, a little guy named Mr. Mobile. Yeah, he's actually one of the co-founders and a huge backer and investor of Clicks. It's all over his channel. You can go check it out. He's one of my personal favorite YouTubers and just an incredibly nice guy. I've had the pleasure of meeting him a couple times. He's amazing. He's a great creator, and he's all about the keyboard, right? So I wanted to show you guys what Clicks is all about. Let's dive in. Let me show you a little bit more. All right, so firstly, you can just see, I mean, it's a badass keyboard. Like, look at that. Those are clicky click. Can you hear it? Can you hear the clicky click? Yeah, it's keys. And so look, if you notice, it's laid out exactly like the iOS keyboard, right? You got your command, your globe, your numbers, your tab, all that stuff, right? So they just copied the iOS keyboard layout and just made it actual clicky buttons. So if I go in here, see, look, I got a note, right? And I can just start typing, right? And it still does autocorrect. You can see that? So it's got all that cool stuff there. But my favorite thing about it is it unlocks so much more productivity, right? So you see all these buttons down here, right? You might be thinking, because you're smart, that what about keyboard shortcuts? I got you. So, for instance, this unlocks almost every keyboard shortcut that's available on Mac OS or on iPad OS or even on iOS is built in. So the reason they went with iPhone is because a lot of people use it, number one. But number two, iOS has a whole lot of built-in keyboard shortcuts, right? So look, I can do Command A. Whoa, I just selected all that text. Command C. Boom! And then now I can go down here and I can go Command B. And I just pasted it. Like, and that's just a few, right? So I can do all the other keyboard shortcuts I want, right? I can do Command Space. So I bring up Siri Search, right? And I can just do that first. I can do F right there. Boom. And I'm into FedEx. Look at that, all right? How cool is that? So now there's a whole nother part of this, right? Some people have super nerded out on this. And in the accessibility settings in your phone, you can unlock even more shortcuts, right? They've taken to calling it Clicks mode, and I'll link a great article where it kind of really dives into all the stuff you can do with it. But it's amazing. Like, it just brings out all the keyboard shortcuts, all the stuff you've ever wanted. It's currently available for iPhone 14 Pro, iPhone 14 Pro Max, and the iPhone 15 series. They're definitely going to do the iPhone 16 when it comes out. I can't recommend this enough, right? I can dive more into it. Let me know down in the comments if you want to see an even deeper dive. I'll link below in the article as well, all the stuff you can find about it. But just Just look at it. It's a keyboard. So as you can see, it's a pretty awesome keyboard case, right? And it's a case, so it also protects your phone. Now, so this, I added this. The one, I guess, downside, probably the biggest thing that is not there is doesn't include MagSafe magnets. I mean, the MagSafe still works, so you can still, wirelessly charge. You can still attach to your MagSafe accessories. It's not as strong of a hold. So I just added this little MagSafe ring. You can buy them on Amazon for like $5, so I got an extra one and added it there. I've seen people on the Discord who cut holes in the back of the case to the MagSafe ring, which absolutely voids your warranty, and I don't recommend that at all. Like I said, I'd much rather pay $5 for a MagSafe ring and do that. But that's an option. You can do it if you want to. Don't, but you can. Anyway, so you can get it right now at clicks.tech is their website, and it's coming to Best Buy later in August. I believe the 28th of August it'll be available in Best Buy, so you can go try it. The only other downside about it is it's a little pricey. For the iPhone 15 Pro, which is what I have here, it's $139.99. And for the Pro Max, it's $159.99. So definitely a little pricey, but in my opinion, it's worth it. You get a protective case for your phone, and you get a freaking keyboard, right? And one last thing I forgot to mention about the keyboard. They call it the creator keyboard, and one of the reasons is because you get half your screen real estate back, right? So you notice when I was typing, there's no keyboard. The keyboard doesn't pop up, so I get to see my whole screen. So it's perfect for Instagram. It's perfect for posting on social. It's perfect for just journaling or writing notes about stuff because I can actually see what I'm writing. So I'm a big fan. I'm a huge advocate of Clicks. I think it's great. It's not for everybody. They've been very upfront about that, which I think is really cool too. They're not trying to sell, there's a billion iPhones out there. They're not trying to sell a billion cases. They know it's a very niche product, and so they're targeting that niche, but I think they've nailed it. Personally, I'm a huge fan of Clicks. I like it. I highly recommend it, especially if there's any sort of nostalgia or nerdiness or you just like having a feeling of a keyboard. You will also be the most popular person whenever you go out places. People will absolutely ask you the second you pull it out, what is that? What is that? What does it do? Is it a phone? What is it? So you'll absolutely get questions about it. And if you got youngsters like me, you can just pop it out of the case, hand them the case, and it's a distraction. It's a free toddler toy for 5 minutes. Yes, so I will mention it is a case, so you just gently kind of peel it back like that, and the whole thing slides out. It's USB-C. It just slides right in. Boom. Bob's your uncle, as they say. So, I'll stop talking now. That's Clicks Keyboard. Check it out. I'll put some links down below where you can buy it. Again, it's coming to Best Buy August 28th. I believe there will be a model. You can actually go test it out at Best Buy. But I'm a big fan. If you want a keyboard for your phone, Clicks Case.